Evaluating angles using identities. So we have sine of pi over 12. What I'll use is sine of pi over 4 minus pi over 6. So remember, pi over 4 is actually 3 pi over 12. Pi over 6 is 2 pi over 12. So when we take their difference, we get the pi over 12 that we want. Using the sine difference formula, we get sine of pi over 4 times times cosine of pi over 6 minus sine of pi over 6 times cosine of pi over 4. Evaluating, we get root 2 over 2 times root 3 over 2 minus 1/2 times root 2 over 2. When we combine those, I get root 6 minus root 2 all over 4, and we can leave it like that. For our next one, we have cosine of 7 pi over 8. For this one, I can't use a sum or difference identity, but I can use a half angle identity. So my half angle here, I can rewrite this as cosine of 7 pi over 4, which is over 2. Using my half angle identity, I have plus or minus the square root of 1 plus cosine of 2 alpha, we'll get to that in a moment, all over 2. Then we have our plus or minus alpha in this case is that 7 pi over 8, which means it's the 7 pi over 4, which is an angle that we know from the unit circle, that will actually go into this calculation. So we have 1 plus cosine of 7 pi over 4 over 2. Be thinking about what quadrant that's in. Again, we'll take the plus or minus. We'll deal with which one it is later. We have 1 plus. Now, 7 pi over 4 is in the 4th quadrant. Cosine is negative in the 4th quadrant. So that gives us a negative root 3 over 2. As I run out of space, we have our plus or minus. Combining these at the top, I have 2 minus root 3 over 2, which is again over 2, so it's actually this entire thing becomes 8 divided by 4. Divided by 4 there, so that entire thing is divided by 4, which means it can come out. So that gives us a square root of 2 minus root 3. Oh geez, this entire thing is over 2. Now let's think for a moment. We're actually evaluating cosine of 7 pi over 8. 7 pi over 8 is in the 2nd quadrant. Cosine is negative in the 2nd quadrant. That means we're looking for a negative value here. So we have cosine of 7 pi over 8 at the bottom at negative root 2 minus root 3 all over 2.